So today, Alberta boys, we're going to show you how to replace your worn out lift pump in your 93 to 89 Dodge Cummins, which is also known as the beautiful first gen Dodges. So here we go. So before we put the lift pump in, we're going to do a cold start. And as you can see, there's frost on the truck and it's about -30 out, so here we go. Fucking chimney, and but replacing the lift pump, get rid of all the air leaking back and all that. So that's a cold start. I did cycle the big heaters about 4 times, so it helped a bit, but as you can tell, it loses fuel pressure or fuel prime, so hopefully this fixes it.
So we got our lift pump off extremedieselpower.com. All you're gonna need is 2 10mm bolts here and a 9/16 to take off the old lines, and all it comes with is the pump and the gasket and sweet sticker, so it's pretty good.
So all we're gonna do first is just pull off the both the lines. There's one coming into the side. You're gonna have to reuse the piece that is onto your fuel hose. This bolt here, and then there's one beside it. So that bolt and this bolt over here. So pull those off, and you might have to put some vice grips on the line or something to crimp it so it doesn't piss everywhere. So we're gonna do that, and then after we'll take the 2 10mm bolts out of the side, and then we can put the new one on. So here we go. Oh, fucking God. No, you're good for it. Freaking shot, you know. Oh, so that's one. Yeah. I really hope that's you ever. That's so hard. What the? So, this is what the old pump looks like, and it'll piss fuel everywhere, but not that much, only what's in it. There's still fuel in it, but we're going to replace this gasket, which is old and worn out, and as you can see, there's play in this one, and on this spring there's fucking no play at all. So see, this is like pretty easy to go. This one, you gotta use a lot of pressure to even move it, so obviously it'll be easier to pump on the truck, but as you can see, this one's a lot worn out, and it was seeping through the diaphragm or whatever it's called, so it wasn't holding pressure. So we're gonna replace it. All you gotta do is steps backwards first, bolt it up, probably use some Loctite on it. You're gonna reuse the same bolts that came out, and then just change the gasket, use Loctite, and then put your fuel lines back on and start priming it. So that's all you gotta do, and we'll show you a little clip of it when it's back in the truck. So here we go. Right now, we just already put the 2 10mm bolts with the new gasket, and right now we're just putting the old fuel lines on, connecting them. So it's just a 9/16 wrench, and you got the top one and your side one over here. By the way, this is not stock fuel line. It's steel braided, rated up to biodiesel fuel line. So we have a video on replacing the fuel line if you want to check that out. So I'll go over ahead and check that video out. So here we go.
Yep. Right.
Because there won't be air in here, and then just paint over the air, and then just use it. Also, should I use it? Yeah, faster. I mean, it's faster, because that's the right way you're fucking lead it. But if you're lead it, then you're it's just but yeah, that's all. I think you're able to connect it, so that's why you lead it. Because it goes backwards. So after you put your new lift pump in, you're gonna have to prime it. So all you do is you just crack this nut right here, just an 11/16 or a 17 millimeter. It's pretty much all the same. And then you just come down and then you pump it. And then when you see fuel coming out of the top bolt that you just loosened, you'll know it's primed, but it's not right now because there's no fuel actually in the lift pump itself. Like the old one had fuel still in it, so you just got to fill it all up, and then when it starts to bubble and whatnot, then when it starts to spray fuel out of the top bolt, just do it a couple more times, then tighten it all up, and you should be good. Kind of teaches a bit because there's still air in the injectors, but you know, started first crank like that, which as you can see when we cold started it was way worse. It took like fucking a minute to start, but you know what, I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's how you change out your lift pump. So thanks for watching, see you on the next one.